everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory out on that field. It's Peterson's Texans going up against Forte's 49ers. With that, let's get out west to Santa Clara, where we say hello to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Houston Texans and the San Francisco 49ers. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton, and partner, our long national nightmare is 6 months away. We're back to playing football.
And this is way better than Watergate, isn't it? Now we get to have some fun. Watch the veterans. They'll play a little bit. We know that. But the big thing, this new crop of rookies and young guys, they get their chance to take the field and earn their spot.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. This one fielded at the 5. Michael Vick.
Early in his career, all we focused on with Michael Vick was his athleticism because he made some eye-popping plays along the way. Now, as a veteran, he understands better how to manage the game and really has a great work ethic about wanting to be an NFL quarterback.
Let's go! He'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. And some room to roam now. Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 55 yards.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Julian Edelman from 10 yards out. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Thought it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. On first and 10, here's Wentz. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Once again here on second and 10. A dump off to Forte. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal back has to slide and find open space to throw.
Beckham, the return. Oh, the spin. Spins past another.
Oh, my man.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham, 79 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this is up. It's through. It extends their first quarter lead to 13-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but a guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, Forte. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Forte. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Chris Harris Jr. is not a name that rolls off the tongue quickly, but it should. He's one of the best cover corners in the league.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. That'll bring up second down. Good play there to step in and knock that one away by Chris Harris.
Who said that he couldn't play in the NFL?
Not me.
Not you. A lot of scouts did, a lot of people undrafted, and has turned himself into a Pro Bowl cornerback, one that really knows how to play the position.
Touchdown, Houston! Julian Edelman with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans will extend their lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Forte. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. On to stop that time, Frosty Rucker. One quarter in the books. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. We're back to Santa Clara after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Corey Peters able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Let's go! White, 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Taken in at the 11. Look at the spin. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
First down, Prescott. He hits the first-year man, Will Fuller. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his big running back, Andre Williams. And now it's 2nd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Well, looking down at my game card here, that's 5 drives now for them and 4 touchdowns. I think anybody would take an 80% ratio.
I'm sure that they would, but if you flip it over to the other side of the ball, what are they going to hang their hat on? There was one possession. They held them to no score whatsoever. That's what they're going to try and build on and try and slow this team down.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
10 yards still left on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is taken at about the 14. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. First down throw for Prescott. And this is complete to Andre Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got his man on the crossing route. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Prescott on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And they're going to speed things up here.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe, though, that they tried the fake with this wide of a margin up that big. But like you said, kudos to the D.
Yeah, if the blood wasn't bad before,
it
might have started that way now.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The 49ers have really struggled out of the gate here. The Texans have done a good job taking control of this game, and the scoreboard shows as much. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10. Vick's able to spin away here. He'll pick up more than 40 yards on the play. Sticking with the same drive. Vick's on point with the throw, and a quick 3-play drive ends with the score. They go up by 6. 49ers now punting it away, and nobody can stop them on this long touchdown. Lead now goes to 13. Texans line up at the 36. He'll scramble away and complete the pass. It ends up working for a touchdown. Texans lead balloons to 20. Now 1st and 10. Prescott's going to complete the pass, and he'll be tackled at the 31-yard line. Texans have it later on the drive. Prescott's going to complete the pass, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score as the blowout continues. So that'll do it from our studios in Orlando. For the second half kickoff, let's get you back out west to Santa Clara and Brandon Guy.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A second down throw for Brissett. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Come on, let's go. Run through the
On play action, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches?
Most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. Or I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Prescott now. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tim Wright, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans continue to pour it on. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails? Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And it's caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Partner, they're up big. They snapped the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. What, a soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll be first down 49ers.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here we go. Brad 38. Brad 38. Let's go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
Finding time. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Kendrick Golston coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Here's Brad Wing now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. Bulldozes past him, fighting through. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Screen pass to Blunt. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Double tight. We got three. Let's go. We got 190. Flex round.
And again, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Dumps it off for Asiata. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Matt Asiata from 19 yards away. And the Texans add on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for two up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for two late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though.
So many times during the course of a game, Brandon, the special teams actually helps out their offense. Not in this case. They did them zero favors with that return.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Dwayne Bowe, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you play.
On third down, Brissett. He's got time in the pocket. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. On third down, it's Prescott rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move.
And sneak attack. They're going to run for it. But he will not come anywhere close to the first down marker, and that gives us a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On second down, Brissett again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Let's go. What? 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Here's Brad Wing now. He's been terrific so far. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a carry for Blunt. Oh, he bowls over him. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Let's go. What? 9.
Prescott now from the 50. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. Prescott to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Blunt, the lone running back. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Partner, I know that ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on 4th. Now Prescott on 4th down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing here, Prescott. Buying time to his left. That's caught at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tim Wright ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Texans continue to pour it on. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for 2, unsuccessful.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible.
Show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
I told them to practice it. I'm about to fill it up the status. Walk up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
I'm about to get it now. Wait, no, I'm about to block the hit cause someday, something comes along. Someone tell me I'm somewhere, doing alright. Somewhere, somebody that one day will be the love of my life, but not tonight though. Hey, I'm only here for a minute. Bet you want a girl to keep it independent, and I know you gotta like a girl that's this appealing. Get you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings. Tell your boys that you gon' meet them later on. Both of us are so taxi, leave the meter on. First time you out in Cali, never tried no strong, so you gon' have some stories to tell when you take it back. Let me tell them one time, Snowy always showed you what it's like. Leave you sleepy like the call the umpire. Get you out and get you rolling, get you gotta go. I got a flight up in the morning on someday, something come along. Someone tell me I'm somewhere, doing alright.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
Somebody that one day catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. Shout out to my that can get it independent and ain't looking for no love though. He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. He trying to stunt and give me drinks. I got the bottles in the section and I promise to pay.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire. We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire.
If I'm not mistaken, home team made it. 2 threes on my feet, then I pump fake. Baby girl.